ioEther. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Nathan Blair in his Object 252. This is a tier 8 game on Tundra. And for anybody who's wondering, this is of course my same old rig, and this is in the new place if you haven't seen it already. Everybody has Pokemon plushies on top of their rig, obviously, so that shouldn't be new to anyone here. Yeah. Ooh, an Object 252, because you totally see these wait, what? Oh, right. Keep forgetting Nathan is from New Zealand. That's an Australian flag. I guess there's no New Zealand flags. Interesting. Or are you actually from Australia and I am an idiot? I don't know which of those two it is, but it's one of them. Anyways, today he is platooned up with Neutralizer? Is that? It is Neutralizer and a boy named ISU. Good names. Good names. Anyways, yeah, so before we get into the game, as always, please hit the like button if you enjoy this. Please also share with your friends if you'd like the channel to grow. And of course, you can also head on over to my Patreon if you want to help support the channel. Well, that's one tier 6 down on our team as he poked his head around the wrong corner, got it shot off before he could really do anything bad. But the return fire, I'm somehow thinking this is not right. So either Nathan just caused 100,000 damage with the first shell he fired of this game, or this replay is going to be a tiny bit glitchy. I'm voting for the second one. When I loaded this up, it said there might be glitches, because this isn't exactly the same patch. I don't know why, but it's not. Yeah, so ignore that counter, first off, and second off, you can't see his stuff at the bottom of the screen. For you guys, it's right there. Man, this whole camera thing, it's close enough to right there. There we go. Fingers finally pointing in the right direction. It's right there. Normally, it's not today. I'm gonna say it's a glitch. So enjoy the game without some of the context that's normally there. Yeah. Good shot from that's Neutralizer behind us into the AMX as the enemy WZ wants to push around. Nathan is really effectively using the cover provided by his dead friendly to his advantage to make sure they can't shoot him. They have to come far enough around this corner that they're gonna get themselves shot doing such things. I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time with the numbers in the bottom corner. I know that he's only taking like maybe 1,000 points of actual damage, but it looks a lot like he's taking a couple 100,000. And I feel like this is where World of Warships comes in. I wonder if I could set this to like some World of Warships music. I should stop talking and just start commentating on the game, but it's just been a slugfest so far. It's been a really well done slugfest by the friendlies. They've managed to do a lot of damage without taking it. I was going to say without taking any, but that was the first shot to penetrate the friendlies all game. And they're still continuing to bounce shots even after that glitch there. Or mess up, I guess, more precisely. So Nathan managed to get shot, but then he's recovering really well. Though he does not want the enemy Object 252 shooting him, because that would be bad. Especially since that guy looked like he was aiming T-150 is sitting out in the open, so we might as well shoot him, right? Like, there's no reason to not shoot him. And he's not going to be sitting out in the open now, I figure. Well, he's in fact moving. I don't know if it's going to save his life or not. Nope, it does not, as Neutralizer finishes him off. 2 other T-150s just sitting out here in the open. But the WZ-111 decides he doesn't want his buddy, the T-150, to take a bullet, so he's going to jump in the way and take one for him. Good job, teammates, right? Oh well. That's actually really what we prefer. We prefer to shoot the WZ or the Object 252 rather than the T-150s, as it will get more experience and money for us. And really, as much as this is the majority of the enemy team against just 3 of us, they are losing this fight, as Nathan and Neutralizer and the Tiger 2 that's with them continue to just pour shots into these poor guys as if they are not, in fact, trying to do anything defensive about it. And the enemy played particularly well for a game of World Tanks, but Nathan and his teammates played so much better, to the point where I'd hate to face these guys if they played that well in every game. These guys are a force to be reckoned with. Ooh, can we get a nice... Ooh, no. Side of a AK.8. Yeah, we'll take that. Of course, the IS-6 finishes off, but, you know, that first shot was fun. The LKV there is running for its life. It's going to run into a T-34A5, though, so that's probably going to be the end of its life. Should we get a snapshot onto this T-150 through... Nope. As T-150 injures us, but then drops below our gun depression. I have to come way over this ridgeline as it burns to death. Unfortunately, Neutralizer does not get a shot in. He must be sad for that, though I get the feeling that Nathan may have blocked him. Now, I hope that Nathan does, in fact, does not, in fact, have any, what's it called, left? Consumables. Because if he does, he should be healing his commander. Otherwise, his commander's going to get a lot less experience than everyone else on the crew when this Tiger dies in a few seconds. Yeah. So, if Nathan doesn't heal his commander right now, I don't know if he has a heal pack or not. I don't remember him healing anyone else, but that doesn't mean he didn't. But just for argument's sake, let's say he does have a medkit left. If he chooses to not use it, which means he saves 3,000 credits, or 100 or 1,500 if you buy all your consumables half off, as I tend to do. We'll get into that in a second. But if he chooses to save the money and not use the consumable, what happens then is his commander gets half as much experience as everyone else on his crew for the battle he just fought. Now, because it's a winning battle, and not only that, it's a really, really good game for his crew, this is going to put his commander behind. Assuming he is not behind already, or if he's not assuming you. All things being equal, this puts his commander behind everyone else. Yes, he could be using accelerated training, and for certain crews that I have, I'm using accelerated training on, there's always one member who is constantly behind. It's usually a driver for me. It's usually a gunner. Sorry. Because gunners I tend not to fix over everybody else. But if you're driving a KV-5, it's probably going to be a Raider operator. But it's still worth healing a crewmate if you have the ability and you have the consumable left. It's worth the credits to heal the commander, especially on a good game like this where he's going to earn a ton of experience. And in this case, he's not going to earn nearly as much. It's going to be literally cut in half. Now over to the whole thing about me. It only costed me 1,500 for all my consumables. That's not strictly true. Of late, I haven't been able to do that, but that's because I'm not on World Tanks nearly as much as I used to be. Periodically, Wargaming will put out deals where consumables are half price. I normally spend about 1,000,000 credits on small repair kits, another 1,000,000 credits on fire extinguishers, manual fire extinguishers, and a third million or so on medical kits. It sounds like a lot, but if I buy a year's supply at 1,500 for the rest of the year, I am not. Well, I don't lose nearly as much. It only costs me half as much, and it lasts me a long time. To me, it's worth it. It's yeah. But anyways, that is about it for this particular game. Thank you so much, Nathan, for saying this, and this was awesome to watch. Mystery Badge, Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, and Shellproof. That was beautiful. Confederate Steel Wall and the coveted High Caliber. It's such a treat to see this tank out and about, as there are very few of them that I've seen rolling around. Never mind, actually got to see from the perspective of the one being played. That was awesome. And it's actually quite a joy to watch this thing get shot up as well. And of course the other object. Blocked. Oh, there we go. 1,700 damage was blocked from him instead of the, like 500,000 that a replay thought had happened. Almost 5,000 damage done. And of course, neutralizer was about half of that done. And then we're not getting. Well, actually, no. A boy named ISU did pretty well, even if he doesn't do as good as his two compatriots. That overall was a played game. Good lord, I did not realize how much damage he had blocked. Wow. That is how you play this tank. And that is how you play most tanks. If you're only poking out when you need to, you can get some serious damage out without taking too many hits in return. It was well played. Thank you so much, Nathan, for saying this in. And thank you all for watching. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy this. It helps out with my rating on YouTube quite a bit and helps make the channel more popular. If you want to help make the channel more popular yourself, then please, of course, tell your friends about it. That is the best and fastest way for the channel to grow, which means more videos that everybody gets to enjoy. And of course, you can support the channel directly with my Patreon. That's also a great way to fund the next feature game. And if you want to have a say in that, it will cost you $1, because that's the lowest price I can put on that particular thing. So thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This ioEther out.